So I never really knew you. God, I really tried to. Blindsided, addicted. Thought we could really do this, but really I was foolish. Hindsight, it's obvious. Talking with my lawyer, she said, where'd you find this guy? I said, young people fall in love with the wrong people sometimes. Some mistakes get made, that's alright, that's okay. You can think that you're in love when you're really just in pain.
You're wrong!
So if it was between Thomas's life or another's, you don't think Thomas should give his life up?
Whoa,
Oh, and this other person is an innocent little lamb.
Okay,
Or how about a group of innocents?
I don't... Actually, I would like to know, Patton, what should Thomas do in that kind of situation? I don't know! Maybe?
It's okay, please, calm down!
We do all think of people who lay down their lives for others as the greatest heroes, so I don't know.
You don't know? Earlier you suggested that all people naturally understand right and wrong. So, should Thomas die so that others may live?
Yes? I mean, maybe? Or maybe not. What do I know? What do you think, Thomas? If it's your life or Leslie's?
By the slow wit of Heracles, Patton,
Leave Leslie out of this one!
but how is Thomas supposed to feel empathy for this person if he has no one to visualize?
Is there no one else he can feel empathy for?
You're right, Roman. Thomas's life, or Lee and Mary Lee's. What do you say, Thomas?
I don't know the right answer here.
It's up to you.
This isn't working. This entire conversation has become so muddled due to a constant, misleading misuse of conscientious language. You'll need a sharp side to cut through all this bull. Frog. A sort of subterfuge specialist. The Lord of the Lies. I'm happy to oblige.
Whoop, whoop! Reptilian Rapscallion! Reptilian Rapscallion! We've got a code yellow!
Deceit.
What have you done with Logan? Nothing at all, and I resent the question. Hold on! What are you talking about, Deceit? Who's misleading who? Patton's misleading you.
Frogwash! I may be amphibian, but I can't say that I am fibbing.
That's richer than Jeff Bezos coming from the self-proclaimed Lord of the Lies. Do keep it up with the wordplay. It never gets old. He didn't mislead you on purpose, Thomas. I don't think the little guy, or the big frog, is capable of that sort of thing. He may have just threatened the life of Broadway's original Aaron Burr himself. Dying in someone else's stead isn't tough at all. Here's the thing, Patton. Pushy is pushy. That faux flexible rhetoric that you're using to soften your approach doesn't change your intentions. It just disguises them. That was just a hypothetical. Patton's not actually suggesting that Thomas should pursue martyrdom.
Right, I don't want Thomas to croak. That's my job.
We're talking about what-ifs, worst-case scenario kind of stuff.
What I am saying is Thomas has a really good life that other people don't. You're over there talking about putting on your oxygen mask before helping another passenger, but we're not in a crashing plane. If the situation was that serious, then sure, he can focus entirely on himself. But does he deserve it?
I don't know. Man, I don't know if I can believe whatever you tell me. Treating yourself
is something that you can take too far.
You can take anything too far, Patton. You've taken things too far. The plane is going down. You need to give Thomas some room to breathe.
I really don't know what I'm talking about. I can't not know. Patton, what are you saying? We can still beat him. We've beaten him before. Ow!
sorry, I have not looked in this direction the whole time. Don't give up now. No. He's right. I'm bringing this plane down. What? How? He's the actual snake on the plane! And I, for one, am tired of this morality-fighting snake on this metaphorical plane! You know, I'm actually glad you brought up the oxygen mask illustration again, Patton. Yeah, and that means you're not glad, right? Of course not. He's just trying to build up a false confidence in you so that you can plummet to even greater depths. That does sound like a very funny, wholesome prank, but no, I mean it. The idea is that you need not reach for your oxygen mask unless the plane is crashing. But when you apply that logic to real life, the analogy falls apart. A plane going down is an emergency. But self-care shouldn't be put off until you experience a mental health crisis. You were also taught that Christopher Columbus was a pretty cool guy. A lot of your education was, of course, shit, forgive the pun. So, what now? You need to unlearn that selfish is a dirty word. And for your sake, you need to start practicing a little more selfishness. In moderation. As all things should be. Well, almost all things. What do you mean by almost all things? You're right, we wouldn't want to plant too many trees. Just think of all the CO2 that might be absorbed. Huh? You got me there. Well, when is it enough? Trees? No, selfishness! How long must we act selfishly until Thomas is ready to start putting more good into the world? We are ethically compromised if we give the Bananaconda a seat at the table. I don't know that we are. We can't trust him. He's asking us to go back on things we've known for years. Rights and wrongs. Shoulds and shouldn'ts. How can we trust him? I don't have a simple answer to that question. But here's a start. My name. My name is Janice. Janice? What are you, a middle school librarian? It's a stupid name. Oh, Roman, thank God you don't have a mustache. Otherwise, between you and Remus, I wouldn't know who the evil twin is.